Thank you, and I give the call to the member for Chickley.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Well, in the lead up to Christmas, as we race to get things done, we also race to get the shopping done, and I feel particularly badly for Bidwill residents this year who will be forced yet again to travel some distance to be able to get their basic needs because of a lack of a viable shopping centre in their area. I'd previously expressed my disappointment about the development. After it had finally opened, after a long community campaign, it suddenly shut earlier this year, and residents have been forced, as I said, to travel some way to get basic necessities, or been forced to use the local pub just to get milk and bread. And I've previously criticised the developer who wasn't too happy about that, and I told him if he'd reopened his shopping centre by the time he'd promised, July, I would go to the public square outside of Bidwill and I'd apologise to the community. Guess what? I won't have to make that apology because the centre still remains shut. But it's not necessarily he who should be held to account for this, but rather the Baird government that owns the site through Housing New South Wales, who have failed to come up with a game plan to get this shopping centre reopened. They bumbled their way through it, and Bidwill residents have been forced to pay the cost. Perhaps the person who should stand in front of that community or that town square is the New South Wales Housing Minister Brad Hazzard. He should explain to people why Bidwill residents still have to wait for basic shopping necessities.